We want strong families because we know that that's how we get a secure community in Enid. Our mission today ultimately is to stop child abuse. Unfortunately, it's a difficult task, and to rid it out completely is almost impossible. However, if you look down in this display, each one of these children represent a child who was abused in some way last year. There are over 300 children here. It's a little up from last year. These are the cases that we know about that these children were able to get help. Can you imagine the cases that were not reported and the children that still need help that we don't know about? It's a humbling thought. Our mission is to stop child abuse, neglect, and exploitation as we strengthen our community by advocating for our children through prevention, education, and intervention, using a collaborative, multidisciplinary, child-friendly approach. Our services are mainly provided on what we call the Yellow House. It's down this road a mile or two. It was established 20 years ago. And since then, we've helped thousands of children and families. We have several different services. We have pediatric sexual abuse nurses that can see children in a private environment, a welcoming environment. We also have an interview house that law enforcement and attorneys could come in. People are involved with these children's cases. It allows the child to communicate with a qualified interviewer in a closed environment where the child does not have to actually sit in the courtroom and face their abuser. We have several different members of the community that help us with this council. Our sole purpose is to provide a comfortable, child-friendly setting for children who have disclosed possible abuse. We also, if you'll notice, next door to the Yellow House, we have a White House. This is not just for the child alone. It's also to help reunify the parents. Sometimes the parents are a little bit older than young, teenagers anyway. So, with our community partnership this year, we are partnered with the YWCA, but we also have several different organizations on our board. We have a wonderful board. Dan Scheidel, we want to thank you guys with United Way, law enforcement, district attorney's office, DHS, and several volunteers. We also have a program called the CASA program, which is the Court-Appointed Special Advocate program. We have some volunteers here tonight. If you're interested in being a court-appointed special advocate, contact us. We always need volunteers. A CASA is someone who will stay with a child through the court proceedings the entire way. Sometimes these proceedings go on for years. We're very thankful for these volunteers. April is set aside for us to be aware. One of the biggest things that we do at the GCCAC is we are making people aware of this issue. It does seem disheartening that there are over 300 little wooden children here representing abused children. However, the good news is these are children that were helped. So we'd like to see the number go down, but we'd rather have more children here if they're out there. We want people to be aware. The primary point we want to hammer home today is if you notice a child that's being abused, if you see someone acting inappropriately with a child, you have to report it. The word today is report. You have to report it. These are cases that were reported, and thank God they were. A lot of times we think, oh, you know, look at the way that's being handled, or that just is so sad over there. You don't necessarily have to have a bunch of evidence to get investigated. It's okay. Report the abuse. The hotline number is 1-800-522-3511. Or come find me, anybody. Right now, I'd like to introduce Lori Leap, who is a GCCAC board member and our PR committee chair, who's had the pleasant task, there you are, of thanking those who helped us make this display possible. Lori?
Thank you, Shane, and thank you all for being here. I'm so honored to be part of this organization that does so much for the children in our community. Shane mentioned there were over 300 of the wooden children that represent real children. Well, specifically, there were 332 reported cases of child abuse in Garfield County. I'd like to thank a few people who have helped us with this project. First of all, the Gaslight Theater has provided us this sound system, which is so much better than we've ever had in the past. Chisholm High School Student Council rounded up the wooden children from our basement. Chris Bristol and OG&E crew for setting up the rebar, and Ken Wade for his help getting the rebar. Jennifer Grimes, Tracy Pettis, Dee Dee Kruger, who called sponsors. Shane Jackson's crew, who will take down the display in May. Don Chambers, Norma Woods, Jenny Wagner, Sherry Stewart, Melissa Pogue, Joyce Marcus, and Kathy Howard, who put together the process for getting the children ready to be picked up by you all. And thanks to you all, your individuals and businesses who have supported this year. We had 182 sponsors. So without you, this would mean nothing. So thank you so much for getting involved. Okay, Shane.
We'd also like to thank Sheila McHenry. Where are you? Sister Sarah? Sarah Peck and Sheila? Give them a round of applause, folks. They're the ones that put this event together, and they are so important on the day-to-day operations. They help this organization be successful. Okay, now we have a wonderful fundraising event. If you'll notice, straight to the west, there is an amazing little playhouse that we've had built. We want to thank Stanley's Wrecker Service for helping us bring that house over here on a rollback trailer. Very nice. You have a chance to win this particular playhouse. We're going to check it out in a minute. We're going to go down there and check it out. $5 will get you a ticket to win this cute little house. You can buy tickets at Long, Claypole, and Blakely Law. You can also buy them at CM Miller right across the street, and Be Hip Kids. I believe Be Hip Kids is around the corner there. The Bike Shop on the corner right there. The Pearl Parlor, which is right down the road there. All in the same neighborhood. The giveaway will be first Friday, May the 3rd at 7:30 right here for a chance. So please spread the word. Like I said, $5 will get you a ticket. All the money raised through the sale of these tickets will be used to create a continuing awareness of these children's issues in our county, in our community. Lori?
One more big thank you to the man who built our playhouse, Ernesto Ramirez. Donated his time and talents to make that beautiful playhouse. Please join us for a victims vigil on April 9th at 6 o'clock at the YWCA. And please remember that these wooden children represent real children in our community. Thanks for coming, and let's head down that way and everybody can check out the Playhouse. Thank you.